grab your COVID masks because it's time for another plague. Just kidding. But we're going to talk about the plague in general that has cursed many of the 99 games for the Nintendo Switch Online service. We have games like Tetris 99, which has been around since the inception of NSO, but then we have other games like Mario 35, which mysteriously vanished after the celebration of Mario's 35th anniversary was over, and now, on October 8th, 2023, in just a couple of weeks, we are getting another termination of a 99 game. Pac-Man 99 is hitting the grave, and it's done for. And the question now becomes, why is that? But in order to answer that question, let's dive into it real quick. So with the release of F-Zero 99, we have had 4 different 99 games, and many of them have vanished. But let's take a trip down memory lane real quick and talk about the first 99 game, Tetris 99. So in case you don't know, Tetris 99 is a battle royale type game where you play Tetris as efficiently as you possibly can, and you attempt to outlast 98 other players. When Epic was coming out with Fortnite and companies were making their own types of battle royales, this was Nintendo's answer. This was Nintendo's take on that new formula, but they stuffed it into these super classic games, and I think the way it's executed and the idea of the 99 Nintendo Battle Royale games is fantastic, but the longevity of them is seriously where the issue lies. But a year or so after Tetris 99 came out, then Nintendo announces Mario 35. This was a very cool commemorative game to celebrate the 35th anniversary of Mario in 2020, and as such they thought a limited sort of release would be fitting. Now, if you remember, a lot of the 35 celebrations had limited releases. We had the Mario 3D All-Stars collection, which also was a limited release and stopped being supported, I believe, the same day as Mario 35, which was April 1st, 2021. It's pretty much only available for around a year, and it was one of the coolest and most unique experiences available on the Nintendo Switch that takes this iconic old platformer that just changed the entire gaming landscape, gave it a new coat of paint, gave it some new fun mechanics, and modernized it for a brand new audience. It was a fantastic iteration of that iconic original game, and unfortunately, like how the 3D All-Stars collection was taken down from shelves and the production of it stopped amongst Nintendo, basically all they had to do with Mario 35 is click a button on the eShop and disable it. And that's the scary thing about the all-digital future. And honestly, that's what worries me about these always online games, is it's where is the longevity? Will I be able to play these with my kids in 10 years? And the answer, unfortunately, more often than not, is no. But the concept of Mario 35 was very similar to Tetris 99. You have to outlast 34 other people and get yourself first place while running, jumping, and defeating enemies that were often out of place because of that chaotic nature of Mario 35 itself. So when you're battling enemies on your screen, you do well enough, it'll send other enemies to the opponent's screen, and that's similar to what it was doing in Tetris and even Pac-Man 99, which we're going to talk about in a second. But honestly, I think it's pretty idiotic that Nintendo decided to take down Mario 35. It was such a cool, unique experience, and then Nintendo just decided one day to deactivate it because it's a celebration of the 35th anniversary. But why can we not just keep the game that is celebrating that year? It feels very counterintuitive in my opinion. But I guess maybe they didn't want to spend the money or something to keep those servers up. I really couldn't tell you what it is. But then Nintendo was like, hey, don't even worry about it because we got a new 99 game coming your way, and we're all pretty excited. And they say Pac-Man 99 is coming out. And honestly, this was a pretty cool announcement because it's like Pac-Man is one of the most, or if not the most, iconic game ever created. Right? It's one of the oldest games that has stuck around, maybe aside from like Pong, and it's even bigger than Pong, you know? Unless you're talking about like college Pong, which different vibe, you know? But this was like another take on that 99 format, and it really holds a special place in my heart because this was one of the first 99 games I actually took the first place in, and it was so cool because like when you got first, they called it the Pac-1 or something, or it's like you make the top 10 and you're like, I'm in the Pac-10, baby. But this game was really great, and it was a ton of fun for me personally, But then I did eventually fall off of it, and I guess sort of a lot of people did, because similarly to Mario 35, Nintendo is discontinuing the game in just a couple of weeks, like we just stated, on October 8th, 2023. The thing is, this game isn't commemorative, so in my head, I can't imagine why they would just take it down. It's not like you need to make space for the next 99 game. We can have multiple 99 games. I really don't see any reason as to why. Or maybe like do something like what you did with Fire Emblem when you remade the first one on the Switch in 2020 as well, where yes, you took it off the eShop, but if you downloaded it, you still have access to it. Like, maybe at least make it like that, and maybe throw some CPUs in there. I don't know. It just feels weird that these games are essentially lost to time, and the next generation of gamers is unfortunately really never going to be able to experience these games, at least in any official manner, and that's pretty upsetting in my opinion. But then, that pretty much takes us to where we are now, and at the last Nintendo Direct, with the announcement that Pac-Man 99 isn't being supported anymore, we also got the announcement, and the pretty hype announcement in my opinion, that F-Zero 99 is coming. This is probably the coolest take on the 99 format I have ever seen. I think it's very innovative, and it's a lot more, I guess, head-to-head than the other 99 games have been. So if you play Tetris 99, you send blocks to, like, the other players on the other screen, but it's not like you're directly interacting, I guess, is the thing that I'm trying to say here. But in F-Zero 99, you're using a spin attack, you're attacking these other players, you're running into them, you're powering them down, and you're doing so many things that it's very much involved. It's super chaotic, it's a super crazy game that relies a lot on luck, but at the same time, there's tons and tons of skill there. And there was a lot of F-Zero fans at the beginning that were pretty disappointed by this game, but I feel like this is probably one of the best ways to reinvigorate the franchise. It gives new people the option to play it for free for the first time, to get them in the door of what F-Zero is and experience that for the first time. And then maybe, you know, if Nintendo down the road releases an actual F-Zero game, that interest will already be there. Yes, Captain Falcon is pretty big, but if you can capture the love that people have for Captain Falcon, translate it into a love of F-Zero 99, you smash those together, and the next F-Zero game is going to be an absolute banger. But it's really cool just because of how many elements it has going on. Now, number one, the graphics of this game are pretty awesome. It's based off of the SNES style, but it's fully redone, and it's sort of like a modernized, polished pixel look. The gameplay itself is very similar, but at the same time, it's much more chaotic because you're still racing just as fast, but now in order to boost, that is also your health. So you have to balance it. Do you want to burn out and have a risk of crashing if somebody just nudges you the wrong way? Or do you want to be a strong maniac and be hitting all of the other cars on the track? It's really fun because you can decide to either play very aggressively or very reserved, and then whatever way you like to play, you're going to be collecting these little power-up things. It's going to be charging your super meter, and then you get this like sky highway thing. I'm going to call it the Skyway. What is it? I think that might be what it's called. I don't remember what it's called, but you get on the Skyway and you just zoom, and that's really awesome. And there is quite a bit of strategy involved here, in my opinion. Yes, there's strategy in Tetris, and all of these 99 games and the 35 game, there is strategy, but I think in F-Zero, it really culminates all of the amazing things that they've made in each and every one. They have all those basics down to a T from Tetris 99. They have some creative elements from Mario 35, and they just have like sort of the direct interaction, I guess, of Pac-Man 99, but it's all done so well that it just feels sort of like the ultimate 99 game. Yes, Tetris 99 is amazing, Mario 35 is amazing, and Pac-Man 99 is amazing. And I guess this is what's going to bring me to the fact that it seems like an absolute plague. I guess this is sort of my plea to Nintendo. I really don't want F-Zero to be taken down in the future. I don't think that that's the plan, and I hope this is around for the long run, but in my head, I never questioned the fact that, or thought about the idea of Pac-Man 99 going away either. Maybe the player base dropped off or something like that, but I think that this is a game that has a lot of potential, and it's a game that should be supported and should be around for a very long time. So let me know what you think. Is the 99 thing sort of a plague? And, you know, hopefully this brings us like a real F-Zero. And the ultimate hope, I guess, for F-Zero 99 is that it gets a physical edition like Tetris 99 did, with some offline features Like, you know, you can have all the 99 players being played by CPUs so that this can eventually be enjoyed and played in the future. And I'm just going to ask Nintendo, why do we have to delist those games? Can we just bring them back? I get 35 was a celebration. Fix it, put Mario 99, 99 players, boom, there you go. That was free, Nintendo. You don't even have to pay me for that amazing idea. I mean, I have a link in the description if you'd like to, but at the end of the day, let's just hope for the best and hope for the longevity of games. And it's a scary future. I think about that a lot. Like, I like the convenience of digital games, but it's scary that they can just go in there and deactivate and take away things that you have so many memories with. And, you know, it's not like, you know, you buy, like, Cooking Mama for the Switch physically, and the Nintendo Ninjas can just show up at your house and be like, you're not supposed to have that, and just rip it out. You know, that's not going to happen. But if you're not supposed to, or this game's not even out yet, or whatever, they just deactivate it, delist it, and it's done for, and that's pretty unfortunate. But let me know what you think about this all in the comments down below. Is it a 99 plague, or am I overreacting? It's fair. Whatever you think, let me know. But make sure you check out this video. It's a banger. It's a vibe. It's a good time. And I will see you over there.